Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says at least 19 people were killed yesterday after Israel opened fire near an aid distribution point. Witnesses claim Israeli troops started firing as thousands of Palestinians gathered several hundred metres away from an aid distribution centre in Gaza's southernmost city of Rafah. Well, Ghada Alhaddad is a spokeswoman at Oxfam, and she joins us now from Gaza. Thanks so much for joining us. Is this story something that you're aware of, that your workers might have witnessed?
Thank you so much for having me this morning. Even before this new military aid distribution scheme was put in place, we as Oxfam, other INGOs, other humanitarian partners have warned of the consequences of such aid distribution mechanism. And what we expected is what is happening right now. It's lots of chaos, lots of deprivation and insecurity. Since this scheme has put in place, we've seen dozens of Palestinian civilians who have been starved by Israel since the beginning of the war have been killed. So, as I said, we have warned that this mechanism doesn't adhere to the humanitarian principles, which are the core principles for our work, and they are ineffective. And this is what is happening right now.
In terms of the amount of aid that is getting in successfully, gauge for us the extent to which it may have risen in the last month or so, but hardly enough, or has it risen significantly or not at all? Gauge for us the situation.
Israel has sealed off the borders since March the 2nd. We've seen almost no aids getting into Gaza. Even if we are seeing a trickle of aid getting into Gaza, it's no way enough to meet the needs of the people in the Gaza Strip. Unfortunately, I've seen people all the day approaching us, asking for food. I've seen people who are, sick, and they are experiencing acute malnutrition. The latest IBC report indicated that most of the people in the Gaza Strip confront acute malnutrition. And this is because of the siege that Israel has put on the Gaza Strip. This is also because of the ongoing relentless bombardments that is happening all day and all night.
Do you have any hope that if the ceasefire between Iran and Israel holds, that will affect the situation in Gaza for the better, or do you think they're not linked in any significant way?
During the past days, there was this war between Iran and Israel, and we in the Gaza Strip, we thought that it might distract us or distract Israel, from bombing us. But unfortunately, there was unabated bombing and air strikes happening all day, all night, claiming the lives of the Palestinians in different parts of the Gaza Strip. Adding to this, the lack of food supplies that people are confronted with right now. Adding to this, the huge scale of destruction that we are living in. Everybody in Gaza hopes for one thing right now. It's a full and permanent ceasefire. Every aid worker in Gaza right now hopes for a full and permanent ceasefire. Because this is the only way that we as the humanitarian aid workers can work. This is the way that Palestinians can resume their lives, at least, can feel a little bit of safety, which has been deleted from our dictionary since the beginning of the war on Gaza.
Do you feel that, again, talking of the conflict between Israel and Iran, do you think it has distracted media attention and global leaders' attention from Gaza, or not?
Yeah, I think it has been, or it distracted like Gaza from media headlines and from diplomacy. Talks and negotiation talks and so on. And this is impacting us a lot. Like in the past days, we've seen lots of Israeli airstrikes that claimed not one or two Palestinians, but we are talking about dozens of Palestinians in one airstrike or two airstrikes. I remember last Friday in the neighborhood that I'm living in, we had three Israeli airstrikes hitting three different houses, and not one or single airstrike has been mentioned in the media. So, I'm sorry to say this, but it's really like important to pressure now, and the need to pressure for a ceasefire for the Palestinians, and so that we at least like resume our life as during the days before the war, and we as a humanitarian aid workers can resume our work safely.